This video is Made Fresh Daily. The reason why I'm making this video is because it was a user name from the Charles Discord about 5 or 6 years ago. I spoke to this individual once in a while, and his name left an impression on me. It's something that I've considered before hearing this name, and I'm sure they know that. But I mean, it's just I admire that name, and I admire the kinds of ideas that surround that name, or at least the impression that I got from that name. I admire my ability to comprehend the things that I feel are important, that can be, I don't know, extrapolated, or can be that one could have drawn out of them by like reading such a name. I hope that makes sense. Like Made Fresh Daily, right? I even made a joke with him, saying like, well, you know, your name's so good, I'm gonna make an account, a new account called Made Fresh Secondly, you know, by the second, basically, where it's like showing, I don't know, like temporality and how truth is an unfolding process. Our lives are an unfolding process. Truth and life are always being emerged, right? It has an emergent property. It is coming into being, right? Like life and truth. It's like as we live through life, at every moment there is a potential to comprehend or understand or perceive that which is true, right? And reaching for that truth and grasping that truth is the thing that makes us a new creation and allows us to take place in new creation, right? It's like, you know, I show up to a new park, you know, I go to a new park, and it's like there's all this truth about the park that exists. It's like I go there in the summer. It's like the summer truth of that park. I go there in the winter. Everything is new. You know, I go to a park Monday, right? I observe the truth and I understand the park and the characteristics and the things of the park. Then I go the next day. There's a bunch of new people. There's new dogs. There's new, you know, new people playing on the playground. Like there's always something new happening and truth to be perceived in that new creation. It's like you are being made fresh at every moment of your life. Even as you're dying, you know, even as you get older, it's like the freshness of life itself is truth. Like if you can comprehend or perceive truth as you are living, and you maintain that level of vitality, like you will be free, you will be alive. You know what I'm saying? It's like there are so many people that fall into routine, right? Or they expect what their life to be. These people are called the living dead. They are living dead. They are alive, but nothing about their experience and their comprehension about the reality in which they live is about truth, which is unfolding, right? It's like there are these people that will be ingrained in the routine of their life to such an extent where they don't perceive anything as new. They perceive newness, but they don't perceive that they are perceiving the newness. They don't perceive that they are in contact with new, with fresh, with unfolding truth, right? They're meeting life at the level of what has already been comprehended, what has already been expected, what has already been, and they like remind themselves of solely that. And that is the way people lose their vitality. That is, I don't know how else to put it. It's just living dead. It really is living dead. That's not. I'm not saying that to be dramatic either. That is simply the case. People that set up their lives to meet expectations and then have those expectations met, they are hardly alive at all. You know what I mean? If they can set goals for themselves and meet them, and there's still this sense of like newness and freshness to it, maybe that's an exception. Maybe that's not exactly what I'm talking about. It's just when people set goals for themselves and they meet those goals, they just set new goals. You know what I mean? It's like even then, it's like those little moments where they feel the success, right? For whatever their own personal goals are, it's like very short lived. There's not as much vitality in it. It's like you'd find much more vitality in setting goals that are of service to other people as opposed to self. Maybe that's what I'm trying to get at. And that's kind of like an aside. That's not really the point of this video. Being made fresh daily, meeting truth as it is approaching, as it is unfolding. I think there is importance in that, and there is vitality in that. And that is like valuable information. So I don't know if MFD is paying attention, but I just always love that name. I think I might have made a video talking about this before and got rid of it, and I might do it again. But I'm always not always, but I often think about that name, and I often think about these kinds of concepts because I think they're important, and I really hope that they allow you to rejuvenate yourself if that is what you need, if that is what you find that you need. See, that's the difference between me and some other people, is that the kinds of things I think about and want to share and express are always relevant, whether people want them to be relevant or not. And that is what I love. I don't need a lot of people viewing me for me to know that I'm relevant, because I know that the things that I love and care about and wish to share and wish to talk about are always going to be relevant. And it's like there are some people out there that will make videos about the news, about politics, about all the things that they told others that they should not be paying attention to desperately try to cling to relevancy, because they know, unfortunately, it's slipping. So they have to go to things outside of themselves to try to remain relevant in the eyes of complete morons. Me, it doesn't matter to me who watches this or not, because I know that this information will be relevant for an eternity. As long as there are people around, whether they want to admit what I'm saying is true or not, they are going to live this. They are going to live through what I'm talking. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying how it is. I'm just saying how it is. It's as simple as that. I don't need to try to be relevant, because I know what's relevant. I know what's relevant to like everyone. Life is relevant. Truth is relevant. You know what I'm saying? Being able to understand and perceive reality as it is always relevant. I don't have to feed people garbage, to cling to relevancy. Just a little extra I wanted to throw in there as a, fuck you. Those of you know what I'm talking about or what I'm talking about. You understand. I think that's the video. Made Fresh Daily. Thank you for watching. Bye.